Outcomes of the participation of Samdech Prime Minister in the Third United Nations Ocean Conference in Nice, France. At the invitation of His Excellency Emmanuel Macron, President of the French Republic, and His Excellency Antonio Guterres, Secretary General of the United Nations, Samdech Mរបស Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, participated in the Third United Nations Ocean Conference (UNOC3) held in Nice, France, from 9 to 11 June 2025, under the theme Accelerating Actions and Mobilizing All Actors to Conserve and Sustainably Use the Ocean. During the general debate, Samdech expresses Cambodia's deep concern by the escalating threats to the world's ocean, rising sea level, relentless erosions of coastlines, and pervasive plastic pollution, a rapid decline in marine biodiversity, and the over-exploitation of our marine resources, and calls for immediate and decisive actions as well as unwavering collaboration to address these challenges. Cambodia is dedicated to enhancing its national capacity in ocean protection, including the expanding of marine protected areas, strengthening regulation for sustainable fishery, and intensifying actions against marine pollution, particularly the devastating impact of marine plastics. Further demonstrating Cambodia's dedication, Samdech highlighted the circular strategy on environment 2023-2028, which focuses on three fundamental pillars: green, clean, and sustainable, that will significantly contribute to the health and long-term protections of Cambodia's marine ecosystem. Reaffirming Cambodia's commitment to multilateralism, Samdech emphasized that Cambodia has consistently voted in favor of the resolution on the ocean and the law of the sea, which garnered overwhelming support at the 79th session of the UN General Assembly. Samdech calls upon the international community to provide technical and financial support to developing countries, including through access to scientific knowledge, marine technologies, and resources for sustainable fishery management and marine conservation, ensuring that no nation is left behind in our collective efforts to protect our oceans. Samdech also expresses Cambodia's full support for and readiness to join the consensus on the UNOC3 political declaration, underscoring its continuous commitment to multilateral cooperation and collective ocean actions based on science, innovation, and equity. During the conference, Cambodia officially signs the agreement under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea on the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity of areas beyond national jurisdiction (BBNJ) agreement at the Special Treaty event on 9 June 2025. This landmark agreement affirms the Kingdom's support for protecting marine biodiversity and ensuring fair and sustainable use of marine genetic resources in areas beyond national jurisdiction. Additionally, Cambodia joined the global call to combat plastic pollution by supporting the Nice Wake-up Call initiated by most members of the Intergovernmental Negotiating Committees on Plastic Pollution (INC). This effort urges all parties to seize the historic opportunity to conclude an ambitious, universal, effective, and legally binding plastics treaty at the next INC session that demonstrates our collective resolve to end plastic pollution for the benefit of present and future generations and our planet. On the sideline of the UNOC3, Samdech held bilateral meetings with leaders and heads of delegations from several countries and institutions to strengthen bilateral cooperation and relations as follows. With His Excellency Emmanuel Macron, President of the French Republic, Samdech congratulated France on its successful hosting of the Third United Nations Ocean Conference. He reaffirmed Cambodia's strong commitment to environmental protection as demonstrated by Cambodia's signing of the BBNJ agreement. His Excellency the President encouraged Cambodia and other member states to ratify the agreement at the earliest opportunity prior to the 80th session of the UN General Assembly. While committed to taking further steps to ratify this agreement, Samdech expresses deep appreciation for France's continued support to Cambodia's socio-economic development. Both leaders welcomed the growing bilateral cooperation and reaffirmed their commitment to finalizing a roadmap for France-Cambodia relations with the aim of establishing a strategic partnership. His Excellency the President commended Cambodia's UN peacekeeping operations and recognized its expertise in demining. His Excellency President will send a delegation headed by Trade Minister to visit Cambodia in order to promote trade and economic partnership. The two sides also discussed their cooperation within multilateral framework, including France's active role as an ASEAN development partner and its technical support for Cambodia hosting of the 20th Francophone Summit in Siem Reap in 2026. សម្ដេចធិបតី emphasized that His Majesty ព្រះបាទសម្ដេចព្រះបរមនាថនរោត្តមសីហមុនី King of Cambodia and សម្ដេចអគ្គមហាសេនាបតីតេជោហ៊ុនសែន President of the Senate also look forward to warmly welcoming His Excellency the President on a state visit to Cambodia on the occasion of the 20th Francophone Summit. Both leaders also exchanged views on regional and international issues of mutual interest. With Mr. Antonio Costa, President of the European Council, សម្ដេចធិបតី emphasized that Cambodia has enjoyed dynamic cooperation with the EU and EU member states across a wide range of sectors, contributing significantly to Cambodia's socio-economic development. សម្ដេចធិបតី took the opportunity to highlight Cambodia's advancement in sustainable fishery management while expressing Cambodia's commitment to achieving the use of renewable energy of 70% by 2030 and carbon neutrality by 2050. In response, His Excellency Costa spoke highly of the good relations between EU-Cambodia as well as with ASEAN and Cambodia's effort in building legal framework, particularly the recent progress on the law on fishery. Before concluding, His Excellency Costa extended an invitation to សម្ដេចធិបតី to visit the European Union institutions in Brussels to discuss new opportunities for strengthening and expanding Cambodia-EU relations. An invitation which សម្ដេចធិបតី delightedly accepted. With His Excellency Emomali Raymond, President of the Republic of Tajikistan, សម្ដេចធិបតី fondly recalled the warm bilateral meeting between សម្ដេចតេជោហ៊ុនសែន then Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, and His Excellency President Raymond in 2019 in Tajikistan. As this year marked the 30th anniversary of diplomatic relations, both leaders expressed deep satisfaction with the warm friendship and good cooperation between the two nations over the past years. They encouraged the early convening of the first round of bilateral consultations to chart a forward-looking path to further enhance bilateral ties. They reaffirmed their commitment to further strengthen cooperation in various sectors, including clean energy, agriculture, education, among others. To conclude, His Excellency President Raymond extended a cordial invitation for an official visit to Tajikistan, which សម្ដេចធិបតី greatly accepted. With His Excellency Robert Bugre Mombe, Prime Minister of the Republic of Cote d'Ivoire, សម្ដេចធិបតី reaffirmed Cambodia's commitment to further strengthening bilateral relations with Cote d'Ivoire and recalls with appreciation His Excellency Prime Minister Mombe visit to Phnom Penh in 2019. The two leaders also discussed and exchanged views on a number of potential cooperation, especially in the industrial and agricultural sector. His Excellency Prime Minister Mumbai conveyed that the Minister of Industry of Cote d'Ivoire will pay a working visit to Cambodia to explore the possibility of expanding cooperation with Cambodia. To conclude the discussion, សម្ដេចធិបតី extended a warm invitation to His Excellency Prime Minister Mumbai to pay an official visit to Cambodia and participate in the 20th Francophone Summit in Cambodia in 2026, to which His Excellency Prime Minister Mumbai expressed his willingness to visit Cambodia and attend the summit. With Her Excellency Mrs. Alenia Verlinden, Minister of Justice of the Kingdom of Belgium, សម្ដេចធិបតី expressed his appreciation for the robust partnership between Cambodia and Belgium and thanked the government and people of Belgium for their invaluable support in key areas such as mine clearance, education, and the extraordinary chamber in the course of Cambodia ECCC. He also underscored the significance of the bilateral consultation mechanism between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as a vital tool to further strengthen and expand cooperation across multiple sectors. In response, Her Excellency Mrs. Anneli Validen conveyed her satisfaction with the strong relations between Cambodia and Belgium and warmly acknowledged the fruitful cooperation between their respective ministries of justice. With Mr. Sepp Selhorn, State Secretary at the Federal Ministry of European and International Affairs of the Republic of Austria, សម្ដេចធិបតី expresses satisfaction with the long-standing Cambodia-Austria relations and appreciation for Austria's continued support, including scholarships and assistance to key institutions such as the Cambodian Mine Action Center (CIMAC), the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP), and the Extraordinary Chamber in the Court of Cambodia (ECCC). សម្ដេចធិបតី and His Excellency Sepp Selhorn encouraged both countries to explore new avenues for cooperation across various sectors of shared interest. They also exchanged perspectives on multilateral cooperation, particularly climate change. សម្ដេចធិបតី highlighted Cambodia's active engagement in addressing climate change through the launch of several initiatives to ensure environmental sustainability and energy transition. Notably, Cambodia has achieved 62% of renewable energy and has set the goal of achieving 70% clean energy by 2030. Phnom Penh, 11 June 2025.